Hey, it's Catherine here at Moonstarlodge in Tiny with the midweek icing on the cake reading to support, I guess, the weekly reading that's running from May 1st to 6th. Already up on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you might wish to. So this is a little bit of extra juicy information to help us to get to the end of the week and the big full moon that's coming on the 5th, 6th. So let's go to the cards, Brian. So I'm still using the Between the Worlds by Monica Badirsky, the Shadowland Tarot, also by Monica Badirsky. I'm using the Between the Worlds. It's a Bone and Curio Oracle card set by Monica. The Bat's Blood Ink and the Shadowland Lenormand in its original form. All right, so our significator here is the Hermit. So by midweek, by the 3rd, we're feeling the need to pull in, to be quietly with ourselves. And that's a good thing because it's being clarified here by the bell. And the bell represents spiritual calling, if you will. Something is calling out to you to pay attention. So to be the hermit and withdraw is the best way. We need to look here for synchronicities and things which might otherwise slip by our attention. So you're being very vigilant. Just a moment here. I needed to sip a coffee with this hermit. That's my birth card, so we're communing. Anyway, take some time midweek to just kind of decompress and listen carefully to the spirits, the ancestors, who are, maybe it's angels, maybe it's guides, who are trying to get your attention. And that's interesting because while you're sitting here in your hermitage, go ahead and have some time remembering. This is the 6 of Cups. There's some nostalgia that pops up for you, but don't get too clouded over by the past because it's being clarified by the rider, which is an urgent message. And typically, the closer the rider is to the significator, the faster the message is coming. So we have a card of messages, we have a card of information, and our rider is staring right at it. Moving from the nostalgia, we get to the Page of Wands, and the page is always a youthful character. And the page is setting out on an adventure. It's a new adventure, and so are we. If you remember back to the weekly reading, we have the Ace of Wands, which is a new adventure. And the page is heading out for that. Now, we also had, in the full week video, we had the 9 of Swords. And this is a similar kind of vibe here. It's clarified by dangers and things which we might not know are in the background. We need to be attentive, and we need not to be moving so quickly that we don't see some pitfalls. This can also represent, to me, a bit of worry about things that are imaginal, but of course, we create what we think about. So that's something to consider as well. Don't be focused on not going ahead because you're worried. Just be aware of some pitfalls. And this card appears again. So by the time we get into Thursday, just before the full moon, it is full moon energy, we have the Ace of Swords. So incubating new ideas, new clarity. There's power associated with this, and it's a good thing because it's clarified by calling the storm. And calling the storm is finding our power, being in the center where it's calm, but pulling up everything we've ever suppressed as perhaps it's societally uncool or suppressed, If we have been suppressed, if we haven't acknowledged the power we carry, I told a friend earlier this week that we come into this third dimensional life using about 2% of the spiritual force. We are spirit, spirit is us. There is no separation from source. And the power of source is incredible. If we own our power and take our power, that's the point of this card. All right, Brian, you can flip the camera. So, wow, that's a kind of incredible little mini glimpse into the middle of the week just prior to this May 5th full moon of Listening Woman. And the bell suggests Listening Woman. Her teaching is very, very much something we need to follow, to listen. Okay, aho.